and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Yvette and I am part of the Not Too Shabby shop design team. I did want to thank you so much for joining our hop today. We are very excited to share this month's new subscriptions. We'd love for you to hop along. Leave everyone some love. Subscribe if you like. To watch all the videos in this hop, be sure to check out the playlist, which is linked in the description box below. Now, as a reminder, today's hop is a giveaway opportunity, and you can enter to win using the giveaway link in the description box. And that will give you a chance to win a $25 gift card to the Not Too Shabby shop. Now, I'll also be sure to link to the Not Too Shabby shop in the description box as well. So this month, I received the box of the month. So the box of the month comes with 3 stamp sets, 2 paper pads, and 2 packs of coordinating ephemera. So the paper pads in this month's box of the month, it's the Baking Memories paper pad, as well as the coordinating ephemera, and the Let's Cook paper pad and its coordinating ephemera. And then our stamp sets, they're just simply adorable. So you get 3 stamp sets, as I mentioned. This one is the Whisking You Joy stamp set, and it has these beautiful large sentiments with some images in them, and then this nice flurry of baking images. You could use this to make your own pattern paper. And then this stamp set is the Tiny Baking Icons stamp set. So lots of little tiny stamps and a few sentiments. I really like that. And then this stamp set is the Recipe from the Heart stamp set. And it has all these lovely sentiments, and I just love them. For example, this one, A Recipe for a Friendship, 2 cups of respect, 3 cans of listening, a big scoop of laughter, 2 cups of support, a pinch of caring, 1 cup of good time, mix well and enjoy. And so they're all a little bit different depending, this is a recipe for a happy home, recipe for a special godmother, recipe for a special dad, recipe for a happy marriage, and then recipe for a special sister. And then, of course, you have this stamp here that says made with love, which you can add to all of your cards, really. So let me flip through the pattern papers real quickly for you. Alrighty, friends, so what I decided to use today in making my cards is the Baking Memories pattern paper, as well as the coordinating ephemera, the Whisking You Joy stamp set. And as you can see by the discoloration on there, I've already stamped my sentiment and images. And what I did was stamp them using some Passionate Pink ink from Gina K. So let me tell you what I am going to do. I am going to make the April 2025 sheet load using 6x6 paper. So this month's sheet load does call for 12 by 12, but I decided to make my 6x6 pattern paper work. So I've cut most of what I need. I've cut my cardstock strips, and I've gone ahead and stamped the sentiment and images on the tag that I cut out. I've selected my pieces of ephemera. All that's left is to cut out my pattern paper. So I have decided to use all 4 sheets of this pattern paper. And so I'll use 3 sheets to cut the larger pieces on that sketch and 1 sheet to cut the smaller pieces. And this will yield me 6 cards versus the 12 cards on the Sheetload sketch. But if you think about it, the Sheetload calls for 2 12 by 12, and I'm using 4 6 by 6, which equals a 12 by 12. So I am making half a Sheetload. So let's go ahead and cut our pattern paper, and then we can assemble the cards. Let me cut this. So I'm being careful to pay attention because this paper does have an orientation. So knowing that I want my paper, this will be the larger piece, to face in this direction, I need to cut the 3 inches across this way. And then that way I'll have it in correct orientation. So let me start cutting this. And friends, it turns out the way I cut my pattern paper, I'm going to be able to yield 7 cards. So I'm going to stamp 1 more tag and cut 1 more strip of this paper.
Ay, no quiero más problemas, quiero más fiesta y alegría en mi vida. Estoy trabajando todos los días, pero no siento mucha pena. La semana está por terminar. La fiesta va a empezar, oye. Suélele a la, ay, qué rico suena mi trombones.
Now I did cut the background strip a little bit longer intentionally, because sometimes my cuts on my pattern paper aren't exactly right, so this way I can just trim it down to match the pattern paper.
Y la salsa rica, música buena para disfrutar. Oye, para que tú sepas, mami. Eso es.
Alright, so here are my completed cards using the Baking Memories pattern paper and coordinating ephemera, as well as the Whisking You Joy stamp set, which were all a part of the April 2025 box of the month. Now, I did use the April 2025 Sheetload to make these cards, and I was able to make just slightly more than half a sheetload. So I made 7 cards, and I think they turned out just beautifully. Thanks for sticking around to the end. I'd be thrilled if you subscribe to my YouTube channel or follow me on any of my other social media platforms. As always, have a beautiful, safe, and creative day. Thanks for watching. Bye.
El mundo está